Alright, welcome back guys. So today we are going to talk about a credit card, and actually more specifically this is the Chase Slate Visa credit card. So I'm just going to talk about my experience with this card. I've had it for I think maybe 2 years now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So first off, this is issued by the bank Chase. So JP Morgan Chase Bank is a pretty large bank. I think it might be one of the biggest banks or largest banks around. I think they started in New York, something like that. But anyhow, I live in California and there's branches everywhere for this particular credit card. So that's really convenient if you need to ask questions or something like that. So let's go ahead and start off with 3 of the good things about this card. The first thing I like about this particular credit card is that because it's with Chase and I also bank with Chase, when I open up the app to look at my bank account, I can see the credit card account as well. I don't have to log into something separate and maybe open up a separate app, something like that. This is already inside my Chase account. So if I want to check my bank balance and then just hop over to my credit card balance, then it's really convenient. So that's the first thing I like about the card. The second thing is, this may seem a little shallow, but the look is pretty cool. I mean, that's kind of a nice look, has kind of an interesting design with slate written across the top here, and then how it has that little different color merge. That's kind of interesting, kind of cool. Not really relevant to actually using the credit card, but it's just kind of a nice looking card. It may look like it's metal, but this particular card is not. As you can see, it's kind of chipped right here on the edge. I actually don't use this credit card too often, so I'm surprised that this is coming off right here because it doesn't leave my wallet too often. But that's the second thing that I like about it, is the design. And the third thing that I like about this card is they send me balance transfer offers or options throughout the year. I don't know why or how I'm targeted for that, but it is kind of nice to have that available. They always send me check or they email me, hey, you got a balance transfer available. So that's kind of cool. I haven't actually used it yet for balance transfer, but if I choose to, then that is available. So that's great. So let's go ahead and talk about the bad on this credit card. So first thing, the design is nice, but this is kind of weird that it's already chipping off, but that doesn't really matter too much to me because these are financial tools, not really something to show off about. But the card maybe could be a little better quality, I guess. And then 2, I don't know what kind of interest rates you guys get on your credit card, but for me, this credit card is at 15.24% right now. So that is as of the end of 2018. So I don't know, I don't have a lot of credit cards to kind of compare that to, but that seems like it might be a little high. Of course, whenever they send me balance transfer options, they're usually like 0% or 1%, things like that. But this one is at 15.24%. So that seems like it might be kind of high. If you have tips on how to get that lower, be sure to leave me a comment below. But that's what the interest rate is on this card. And that's for purchases. For cash advances on this card, I think it's over 27%. So that is really high. But I think that always whenever you're going to be pulling off cash from a credit card, you're going to get a really high interest rate anyways. I never use a credit card to pull off cash, but if that is something you do and you're planning on getting this credit card, just make sure you understand that the APR is going to be really high. Again, this particular card is 27%. Something else that I don't like about this card is when I went through the application process, they sent me a pre-approval or a pre-qualification letter in the mail. They must have targeted me based off my credit score, so I responded. I only have 2 other credit cards, so I decided to go ahead and get this one as a third, like a backup card. And when I applied, they said, yeah, you're approved, we just need some more information. It turns out they needed my full tax returns for like 2 years, and I've never went through that for a credit card, so I thought that was really weird. By then, I've already got the inquiry on my credit report. I've already started the application, so I didn't want to just stop and give them the bird. So I went through the process and I tried to email them, and again, it's been about 2 years since I got this card, but I remember it wasn't an easy process. And I actually had to go to the bank, and the local Chase bank, they were incredibly rude, not very friendly, and I think they were kind of annoyed that I was even there to give them financial documentation for a credit card, because I'm sure they're busy, they got other things they would rather be doing. But every employee that I talked to made it very clear that they were not interested in this part of their job function. So that was really annoying. I got pretty close to canceling the application, but I went ahead and went through with it, and I ended up getting approved. But yeah, just keep in mind that this card, I don't know if all cards will do that, but this card, they did request my tax return to have this credit card approved. Again, totally weird, never went through that before, but that is something that I don't like about this card. Other than that, the card's fine. It works pretty much anywhere Visa is used. This is more of a spare card, so I haven't used it a lot, but anytime I've used it, there's not been any kind of issues with it. So it's it's just a credit card. And then I've had it for, like I said, almost 2 years now, and I haven't asked them for a credit line increase, and they've never offered a credit line increase. So I can't speak to that. I'm sure that they do have that function one way or another, but they don't have like a button that you click on the app to get a higher credit line. But yeah, so that's my take on the Chase Slate Visa credit card. Hopefully you like the review. If so, click thumbs up, and I hope that you subscribe for more videos. Thanks again for watching.